This segment is going to be fascinating because you're going to learn so much. From smelly feet to bad breath, rough and bumpy skin. Look, we all have our flaws. We know that. It happens, and it happens to all of us. But our next guest says instead of going out and buying all those expensive creams and treatments to combat your flaws, you can just look right in your kitchen, your pantry, somewhere in your home, and you can get those cures that you need. So let's go right to our go-to nutrition coach, Dr. Rowe, the author of the best-selling book, as you see on your screen, Lose Your Final 15. Dr. Rowe, great to see you once again.
Always a pleasure.
Love this concept because it's, one, it saves us money because we don't have to go out and buy anything.
Yes.
And two, it's easy and it's easily accessible, things that we have right in the house.
Look, Steve, here's the bottom line. Food is medicine, period.
But we never think of it that way. We think of food as like, let's just eat it, and when we're done with it, we're done with it.
Absolutely. So you want to dive right in?
Multitasking. Let's dive right in. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you a symptom, and you give me your cure. Does that work? Okay.
I like it.
Symptom number one. My feet are stinky. I have smelly feet.
So
what do I do about it?
I'm going to give you some vodka. Isn't that wonderful?
To drink and make me feel better and forget about my stinky feet?
Well, we could get to that. The first thing is vodka contains alcohol, right? And alcohol will act, it has antiseptic properties, so it will act like rubbing alcohol. So what you do is you soak a washcloth down in your vodka, rub it on your feet, and it basically quells the bacteria and fungus that cause the smell and cause the odor. So you do that, or you could drink it and forget about the smell.
Yeah, well, you know, multitasking, like we said. Is it the kind of thing, does it take a long time? Like, do we have to do this every day for a year, or will we start to see some results fairly quickly?
How bad are these feet?
Well, you know,
so no.
If you can't smell them now, then I'm doing okay.
Right. So no, you just wipe them down with that, and then so over time you're really going to get rid of it. But because what it does is it dries out the moisture where the bacteria live,
and then that helps to ease the funky factor. I got you. All right, let's stick with the feet right now. Calluses, bunions, things that we don't love, but there's a cure as well.
I know, and who would think licorice, right? So I know licorice has estrogen-like properties that really soften the skin on those rough areas of the feet, like calluses and like corns. And so I made a paste, really, of licorice and Vaseline or petroleum jelly. And you just really grind the licorice, get it to a fine sort of powdery substance, and then mix that with, you know, a teaspoon or so of your...
Rub it on?
Yeah, rub it on.
Vaseline, rub it on.
Do it a couple times a week and you're good.
Here's an easy one, bad breath.
Yeah. So bad breath. For that, I'm going to give you yogurt.
Okay.
And the reason is because, and I want you to have Greek yogurt that has live active cultures, because those live active cultures contain a good bacteria that will override the bad bacteria that causes halitosis.
Wow. Speaking of teeth, what's the apple for?
So apples, any fruits and vegetables that are crunchy really can do this, but apples have malic acid. And so as you're eating the apple, first of all, apples are like having little tiny toothbrushes for your teeth. Okay. It contains malic acid, and malic acid really dissolves stains on the teeth.
Easy breakfast, apple and yogurt. We're brushing our teeth and we're cleaning our teeth.
Yes.
And we're getting better breath at the same time.
You love it?
Let's move on to skin. Papaya.
Yeah, so papaya contains an enzyme called papain, right? And papain is a protein-eating enzyme, and so the dead skin buildup on your face or on your skin really comes from that, you know, that protein. And the thing is, when it's sloughed off, so when you're sloughing off the dead skin buildup, papaya is really your friend in doing that. And so what I've done is I've made a peel, of papaya and rolled oats. Just mix the two together in a blender and dab it on your face, like kind of pat it on your face. Leave it on there for a few minutes before you wipe it off with a nice clean cloth. Do this a couple times a week, and what you get is,
All right, real quick, I'm going to save the gum for last because this is going to blow you away. Cloves, what do cloves do? And let's just, this is the lightning rod here.
Minor cuts to keep them from becoming infected, just sprinkle a little clove powder.
All right, and if we're out in Wisdom's yacht on the Potomac and we get a little motion sickness?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So you're gonna pop in a few olives, because you know as you get motion sickness, you start to get that queasy feeling, and a lot of saliva starts to come at the back of the throat, right? The back of the mouth. This will quell that. So there are tannins in the olives that will stop that motion sickness process right in its tracks.
Lemons the same way?
Lemons work, and I'll tell you what else works. Just lick a little salt. If you happen not to have...
Well, now it sounds like we're back to the vodka and the tequila. You start mixing all those together.
I love it.
All right. Now, here's the thing. I said the gum would blow you away. If we are perhaps a little anxious about going out on Wisdom's yacht, or Wisdom's a little anxious about his yacht payment coming up, how can the gum help?
So especially if you're sitting in traffic on the Beltway, which is typical for the D.C. area.
Every day.
So one study in particular, a NASA-funded study, showed that a group of college students who chewed peppermint gum quell their frustration, anger, anxiety, and even fatigue. So by 20%, they were able to reduce fatigue and anxiety with the peppermint gum. So add to that cinnamon gum. If you put the two together, we're talking about reducing frustration and anxiety and anger by 25–30%.
Just by chewing gum.
Pop in the gum when you're sitting in traffic and then you don't want to kill the person in front of you.
Keep some in the car, have it handy. All right, Dr. Rowe, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Things that we did not know before, and you can find out more from Dr. Rowe. Of course, there's all the places you can follow her online. We do suggest that you do so. The website there, everythingrow.com. All right, Holly, back to you.
Sorry, we're handing out gum over here, yeah.
But this is experiment,
This
so
is
I don't know
what does it do for us?
What
Does
experiment
experiment
work? I love it.
Experiment?
Yeah, but I got some of this for you.
Experiment's only 10%.
Throw this away.
You got to come over here for the good stuff.
We want the good stuff. Yes, please.
So
because we're frustrated, tired, angry, we're all those things.
And what I've learned today is not only can I get my shopping done, but now I can pour vodka over the kids' feet. I don't have to drink it. And all that other stuff she was talking about, I can use it in my house.
In moderation. Here you go. Here's your toothbrush.
There's the
This one's on me.
toothbrush. I mean, this is an amazing day here on Good Day.
You know what? This is news you can use.
News you can use. I'm
On
gonna
a
go
Tuesday.
Go
And
buy
give
some
the
gum
kids
and some
lots of gum
vodka.
to deal with the stress factor of dad.
And it just keeps getting
This is
better.
amazing.
Thanks, Dr. Rowe.
Still ahead. It is no surprise that